What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we continue the Gauntlet Series for the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen headphones. And in this episode, we are going to take them up against the Sony WH-1000XM6 headphones. And so far, this has been a great series. We got some great headphones going up against each other. Excuse me, this one is no different. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you want to see price, specs, and app breakdowns for each of these headphones, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing video for both. And I'll also leave links to where you can pick up one or both of these if you are interested. Man, I can't wait to get into this to see exactly how these two pair up. So without further ado, let's get busy. All right, we are back in. We're going to start off with the QuietComfort Ultra 2 or 2nd Gen headphones. I'm screwing up on the name. We are in their app right now. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly show you guys my EQ settings. There they are. Okay, and we have the noise canceling set to quiet. So we're gonna go ahead and check my volume levels here. Make sure we have the optimum listen level. We are there, and we have our music already queued up. So let's go ahead and put these guys on. All right, let's get the camera flip. Okay, we there. Let's get our cutaway. All right, here we go. Song number 1 with the QC Ultras. Make sure I'm locked in. QC Ultra Gen 2s or 2nd Gen, however you want it. Let's get it. All right, right off the bat, nice clear vocals. Getting her, so far getting all the nuances, her breathing rhythm. Background vocalists come in nice and clear, filling in the space. Very clear. Again, nice detail. The enunciation of words, the B's, the P's, the T's, her exhales at the end of the verse. Slight echoing too, picking that up as well. Again, I love how the background vocalists come in and nice and clear. And then also filling up the space. Now the harmonizing, this is what I consider my favorite part. I love how they're doing that as well. Very clear. I like it. All right, let me pause that. Got a little longer on it. I was into the harmonizing and everything. They both, background vocalists, lead vocalists, sound very clear on this one. Again, volume, didn't have to worry about turning it up any more than my preferred listening level, which is always a good thing. Again, nuance, her nuances in the song, well picked up. The breathing, enunciation of words, all that stuff, all the little details picked up nicely. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead, we'll switch over to the XM6. We're going to get these connected. We'll show you my settings, and we'll see how they handle song number 1. All right, we are back in. We got the XM6s all paired up. We're in the sound control app for Sony. Let's go ahead and show you my settings here. We got it set for listening mode, set for standard. And here are my, let me go ahead and show you my EQ settings here. Let me see if it allows you to show you. All right, I'm going to hold this up a little close so you guys can see if you want to pause and try it out yourself. All right, so we got that. So we're going to go ahead and back up out of here. We're going to put these guys in noise canceling mode. All right, let's make sure that they're, all right, so we're there. All right, we got our song already queued up. So let's go ahead and pop on the XM6s here. Make sure I got them on the right. So you have to turn them. Make sure I'm locked in. All right. We are locked in. All right, let's go ahead and get the camera flip. All right, there we go. Let's get our cutaway. All right, everything's good to go. Let's go ahead. We're going to do a quick sound test here just to make sure. All right, there we go. All right, we'll check our volume level. Make sure we had our optimal listening level. We are definitely there. All right, right after Orange Line. All right, here we go. Song number 1, XM6. Let's get it. All right, again, at my preferred listening level, perfect volume for me. I don't have to turn these up at all. Getting the nice clarity with the vocalist, background vocalist, nice and clear as well. And getting the nuance, her exhales, her enunciation of the words, the B's, P's, and T's, that type of stuff popping off. Man, that sounds... Getting the echoing, the slight echoing in the background. Great clarity. Yeah, with the exhale at the end of each verse. The background vocal is nice and clear, coming through, filling up the sound stage. Excuse me. Again, decent sound stage, not too wide. Nicely done. Again, I love the harmonizing part of this. All of them sound clear. You got a nice triangle between the three, well balanced. No one's overshadowing, overpowering the next person. But it sounds so good. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and get into our second song. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in for song number 2, our bass song. We got Nipsey Hussle, Blue Laces 2. We got the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gens on. Let's go ahead and flip our cameras. Let's get our cutaway up. All right, so here we go. Song number 2. Let's get it. Excuse me. Again, volume. Don't have to worry about it. Make sure I'm locked in. I'm good. Nice. Don't have to worry about turning. Ooh, nice bass. Ooh, it's deep too. Clean, smooth, deep. I like that. All right, now the vocals come in. Oh, that bass is nice. Ooh, I love that deep drop too. So clean. Again, vocalist, nice and clear. The bass not overpowering him. Even the background vocalist, nice and clear. Oh, I love that drop. Oh my God, let me stop that. I like when it gets you that hit, that low hit, and then it drops lower. I love the way that picks up in this nice, again, clean, smooth bass. Got just the right amount of presence to it. But again, staying balanced, not overshadowing the vocalist or the I guess the I don't want to say, I guess the other vocalist in the background with the ad libs. You can definitely hear her. She's crystal clear as well. Nicely done. All right, let's go ahead and get these swapped out. We'll go ahead with the XM6s. Flip them around. There we go. All right, let's do a little quick sound test here. All right, back that up. We got sound. We got audio coming out of the XM6. All right, so here we go. Let me double check the volume level here. All right, we're at the right one. Okay, just wanted to double check. Make sure we keeping things 100 here. All right, so here we go. Song number 2, XM6. Let's get it. Oh, wow. Okay, the volume. Definitely don't have to turn it up. Again, the back vocalist sounds nice and clear. Ooh. Ooh. That bass. Oh, and it drops so low. Stop playing. Okay. Now, Nipsey Hussle coming in sounding nice and clear. Oh, my God. Oh, that bass is clean. And it goes deep. But, oh, my God. This sounds really good. And then you got the ad-lib singer in the background. Very clear. Ooh. Oh man, that bass is insane. All right, let me stop that. Oh, the bass on that coming out of these headphones is insane. And again, clean bass, not that distorted sounding stuff. Uh, Even when it got to that drop, that low drop, man, it sounds so good. All right. That was a good one. All right, so let's go ahead and get in to our third song. All right, we are back in for our final song. We've got Kenny G Home, our instrumental selection here. We got the QuietComfort Ultra Gen 2s or second gens on. Let's go ahead and flip the camera. Let's get our cutaway here. All right, here we go. Final song of this contest. Let's get it. All right, nice, crisp, high keys. Good transition to the low keys. Nice little rumble there. Now the saxophone comes in nice and crisp. Again, volume. Don't have to worry about turning it up. Perfect for me anyway. And every time you hit they stroke that low end key, you get that rumble. It's consistent. That saxophone sounds nice and crisp. And you got good balance with the keyboard and saxophone as well. And you got the slight echoing. Nice detail. That sounds so clear. Oh, absolutely. That sounds so clean, so crisp with the saxophone. Again, like I said, good balance good balance with the between the saxophone and keyboard. I love how the low keys, every time they're struck, you got that like slight rumble, and it was consistent throughout, did not disappear during the course of the song. So you know you're dealing with some quality sound here. So we're going to go ahead and get this switched over. All right, we're going to pop on the XM6s. Do a sound test. All right, we are there. All right, so here we go. So let me make sure we all good. All right, we're good here. We're locked in. Song number 3, the XM6. Let's get it. Ooh, again, great volume. Don't have to worry about turning it up. Good, crisp, high keys. Nice transition. That low key is smooth, clear with the low keys. Saxophone comes in, it sounds very crisp. Again, good balance with the keyboard, between the keyboard and saxophone. No one overpowering you one. And you got the low keys. Every time they struck, you're getting that nice rumble. So it's staying consistent even with these ones as well. And the echoing. So good. Man, this is a contest here. Oh, that sounds so clear. Man, that saxophone sounds so clear, crisp. Absolutely love this contest. All right, man. This has been really, really good so far on all 3 levels here. I don't know how we want to. Well, you know what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get this cleaned up. We'll come back. We'll talk about these 2 headphones, the 3 songs, and we see who our winner is of this episode of the Gauntlet Series. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in it. Man, I'm telling you, this is a great, great episode. Another great head-to-head out of this Gauntlet Series, man. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. This one lived up to everything I thought it would, as far as these 2 going head-to-head. But man, this loved it. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. First song, Dominique Feels on Me with Feeling Good. Both of them sound very clear. Volume. I think if I'm going to say which one will be the louder, I think the XM6s will be slightly louder than the QC Gen 2s here. I just feel they would be the louder of the 2, just based on just listening to them. I think these guys would be a little louder. Anyway, as far as the song itself, crystal clear vocals on from both the lead and background vocalists. We got great nuance detail out of both headphones in that song. Again, good spacing between all three, and great spacing. When I say spacing, I mean separation. No one seemed like they were over when they were collaborating together. No one seemed to be overpowering the other one. So that's always a good thing. You want that great balance when it comes to multiple singers in a song. At least that's what I like. Anyway, again, you got the nuance with her parsing of the lips, enunciation of words, the B's, P's, and T's pop in there. Her exhale at the end of each verse. You can hear the inhale before she starts the verse as well. And you got that slight echoing too. So you got a lot of detail out of both of these guys in that first song. Well done. Going into our second song, again, both of them did really good. Clear vocals from Nipsey Hussle, his background vocalist. And of course, the bass is where I think these guys kind of separated a little bit. Great bass out of the QC Ultra Gen 2s, but I think the bass was a little bit more powerful coming out of the XM6s, a little bit more stronger. Again, wow. I didn't expect them to be that much better when it came to the bass. Bass is fantastic out of these. Let's not get it twisted. And it just came through a little bit more punch on the XM6 side than on the Bose side. But then they both sound really, really good. I'm thinking at the slimmest of margins, that's where the XM6s did a little bit of shining, stepped up a little bit more than the QC Gen 2. Sorry. All right, then moving on over to our third song, Home by Kenny G, our instrumental selection. Again, both of them gave me the nice crisp high keys at the beginning, and then that transition to the lower keys. Again, both of them did a really good job with the low end sound. I think, again, a little bit more pronounced with the XM6s than on the Bose, but the clarity of the saxophone and the keyboards was very, very good on both of them. I got to give them both credit, both props on that. They sound really good, but again, like I said, the bass aspect of it lean more towards the XM6s, but they did not lose the clarity portion of it. Like if you had the XM5s, they sounded a little more warm. Even the vocals lean more to the warm side, whereas these ones, the tuning has been refined where you get that nice bass, but you don't lose the coolness and the clarity of the mids and highs. So they really did a good job on the XM6s on that one. Again, the Ultra Gen 2s, fantastic. They sound really good. Got everything I wanted out of that song when it came to the saxophone keyboard balance, the crispness of the saxophone. I did get the low end bass, and it'll stay consistent throughout the song, just like with the XM6s. I forgot to mention that part for them. But even time they struck that low key, you got that rumble, and it was consistent. You heard it constantly through the song. So no tapering off of that little detail for either one of these. So, man, this was a fantastic head-to-head. And if I had to go with one on this one, I'm going to have to give the nod to the XM6s. I think their tuning is just a little bit better, in my opinion. I got all kinds of smudges and stuff on them. They can't have the winner looking like that. But anyway, yeah, so there they go. That's better. All right. Again, I definitely give these guys the win on this one. Again, it's just the great vocals, the mids and highs, very crisp. But again, the tuning and the way the bass response on this was just put it over the top in comparison to the QC Ultra Gen 2s. Again, I really do like these. The sound is fantastic on here, and it took something like that to get them to surpass these ones, in my opinion. But man, this was I'm telling you, this was a really close head-to-head, and they pretty much are neck and neck in just every aspect in this challenge, in my opinion. But man, it was a lot of fun. All right, so again, my winner of this episode is the Sony WH-1000XM6 headphones. If you like what you see, go and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue to do videos like this and others, we got the finale coming up, so you definitely want to make sure you tune in for that. Go and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And if you want to help support the channel, become a member by hitting the join button there. It's only $1.99 a month. It helps me bring products like these in for reviews, comparisons, and the like. If you don't, you just want to subscribe, that's fine too. I really appreciate you guys either way. And let me see. Yeah, I think that will wrap up everything here. I appreciate you guys for pulling up, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.